as Simon. In verse 18, Jesus called the same guy, he called him Peter. And in verse 23, Jesus called the same guy devil. If you're not really familiar with Bible story, you would think that Jesus is talking about three different people. But the real truth is that he's talking about the same guy. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the word Simon means somebody who is unstable. Somebody that is easily tossed to and fro like water. You just never know where they stand. And there's a lot of folks in the church like that. You really cannot tell. They look like they're saved, but you really don't know. They look like they walk in love, but they are unstable. Many church people are like that. That's why you find yourself running from department to department, from church to church. See, but there comes a time when you got to be stable. How long are you going to be shopping for churches? Have you ever noticed some people will start working, they might start working the Sunday school, then they get mad, then they start working with the ushers, then they get mad, then they start working with the deaconess, they get mad, and their deaconess want to become a deacon, get mad there. And then they come to the choir and get mad. They don't like the color. They don't like they don't like the uniform. Oh, why we have to put these on? It just there's always something to gripe about. The next time you see folks like that, say, hello, Miss Simon. And then when he asks you, what you talking about, then you can explain to him or her. Because there's so many. It amazes me. Even preachers. You ever seen people that say they're called to preach, and the next time you open your mind, they're back in the clubs? You just be wondering, say, whoa, make up your mind. So Simon is somebody unstable. But at the same time, in verse 18, Jesus called the same guy Peter. That word Peter means rock. That means somebody that is solid. Somebody that is stable. Then you ought to ask yourself the question, how does the same guy that is unstable become solid like a rock? And I believe with all my heart that God can promote all of you, Mr. and Mrs. Simon, in the house. You can become a Peter. In fact, if the truth be told, I know it sounds like schizophrenic. Because there are people like that, you just don't know which one you're dealing with today. Just depend on what mood. But if the truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, Christian walk is like that. Sometimes you are up. Sometimes you are down. I wish I can preach on that. I just don't have time. Sometimes I just